Hello students, we come today to a very important topic under median. This is part 3 of my video on median. I have already put one introductory video, please see that. See again, there are 2 video on mode and 2 on median. This is the third, and 2 on mean. Please see them to understand, because this is one of the very easy thing in ICSE. And this question what I am dealing today carries 6 mark. None of the question in ICSE other than ogive. So today we are doing ogive. Some people say ogive and all, but the correct pronunciation is ogive. So ogive we are going to do, this carries 6 mark and it is combined with other question which carries 4 mark. But in general, the trend is in ICSE 3 plus 3 plus 3. See, this is the trend of any question in ICSE. 3 plus 3 plus 4, 10. But this question is 6 plus 4 equal to 10. So very important question. How you will get the marks? I'll explain all. So please follow something. It is very important. Generally you will see in all my previous video, I have never said that it is very important, but some are really very important. Please see from beginning to end, and then you can go back to introductory video and see the overall view. So there are many small things which I will tell you, and later on you need to pause and copy, because each word what I am writing and each word what I am saying is very important for you to get 6 out of 6. Number 1, we are doing exercise 21.6 from ML Agrawal's book. So ICSE especially I am doing, this is there in other boards also, but they use a formula. Remember, we use an ogive for this, but there is a formula also for finding median of group data, and there is a formula also for finding mode of group data, which I did in my previous modes video. So there they have formula for mode, we do by histogram in ICSE, and for median also there is formula. I know it, I was teaching in 11 and 12, but you don't need, and I'm not going to confuse you. So please, if anywhere you see they use formula for finding this median, it is not for ICSE. If they use formula for finding mode of this, please don't see that, because it is not for you. So what is for ICSE, I am telling you, because that's what you have to concentrate. So first thing, what is an ogive? So ogive is a continuous cumulative frequency curve. This is what we called an ogive, a continuous cumulative frequency curve. Okay, now how it is happening? See, it starts at the lower limit. So just I'll explain this over here. It terminates at the upper limit of the last class. This also I'll explain. This is also called, children, ascending curve. There is also a descending curve. When you go to 11 and 12, this is called less than. We have a more than type, which goes like this, descending curve. This is ascending, means going up. Descending curve is like this, and where they meet, you will see later on, you get the median directly. One line will go from here, and the point of intersection of more than ogive and less than ogive, this is a stretched S curve. S, you stretch it, and this way you will get another one. So the point of intersection gives you the median, but that is not for you at the present. So what we have, ascending curve, less than we have. More than, descending curve, we'll see later on in class 11. This is for group data with class interval. So I told you there are 3 types of data. Please see my introductory video. So first, second, I have told you how we get the median. Okay, but here we are using class interval group data, and there is one way which ICSE tell is by ogive, drawing continuous cumulative frequency curve. So these are from the book you will get. The next, this is what I have given you from my experience. Finding cumulative frequency. This is called cumulative frequency. I have explained to you, I think, in my second part of median. I will explain to you again. So please remember, you have to do cumulative frequency. I have seen some boys, they don't follow instruction, they plot with frequency and they get a mountain like this. Okay, I have no time to explain that. They get like this. This is not an ogive, a mountain structure. So please remember, cumulative frequency is very important for group data in case of median. So here we go, this three I'll explain. So I've started, see some numbering problem is there, some of you are using old book like me, some of you are using new book, but you go by the ICSE question. In any book, if you check previous year ICSE question, ordering may differ children, but the question remains same. This is ICSE 2015. In latest book, I think it is question number 2, and in the last year's book, it is question 5. What you have to see ultimately is this data is same or not. So check this, 50 to 60 is 4, like that follow. So now let us start solving. I have already solved children because I don't have a graph paper. It takes lot of time. To save your time, I could have solved this in front of you. But it's very time consuming in the beginning, especially when I am doing without a graph paper. Hence, to save your time, okay, and data, I have already solved this sum. Now listen, here we have a class interval, weight of workers, I think it is in kg, weight of workers, and in exam children you will see they already give you how many. So it's very easy, there are 50 workers. So remember the last cumulative frequency will be 50. So this is given, weight between 50 to 60 kg, there are 4 workers in that factory. The factory has 50 workers. Weight between 60 to 70, there are 7 workers. Weight between 70 to 80, there are 11 workers, and some are really overweight worker. One question we have which asks for that, so I'll deal with that. So those who are, I think, above your 95 kg of weight. So you see, above 90, if you see, there are 6 plus 5 plus 3, 14 workers whose weight is more than 90. But question is saying those who are more than 95 in part 3. So please see the question in detail. I have no place here. Most of you have Amal Agrawal textbook. Old, new I said. Please see, then you will be able to understand my explanation in much better way. So if you have a book, please open it. Pause the video, open it, and then follow. Okay, and there are many good solved examples I'll talk, and there are many unsolved, which one of which I am doing. So I'll talk about that also little later. Now, what you do, 4 is 4. Go like this, 4 plus 7, this is how we get CF from F. This is called frequency, number of worker. Weight in kg, this is called class interval. So 4 plus 7 is 11, 11 plus 11 is 22. So like this children, we add 22 plus 14 is 36, 36 plus 6 is 42. So we reach 47 plus 3, 50, and this last value will be equal to 50. If you have done any mistake in addition, you will get here 49, 48, 51. That time you just, it should click you that there is something wrong, because this last should be equal to what is given in the book. So this is how we convert F to CF, which is a must for drawing a cumulative frequency curve or ogive. Now, how to plot? Very important thing, and what are the questions? See first part. Listen very carefully. This is very, very important video for you all. Here you see we plot. See here. This axis will plot cumulative frequency. What is the maximum cumulative frequency? 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You have to do this on a graph paper. Then you will get very exact value. So please, if you get any old graph paper from physics practical, chemistry practical, or you try to get it, because without graph your answer won't be correct. But you can practice as I have done, even if you don't have. But see, you use a ruler that distancing is uniform. This 10, this 10, this 10, they are equal. Likewise over here, you will get a very good result. Now, one more thing, just I'll talk about your answer. Remember when we are plotting in the board exam, suppose this 93 comes. So generally they give you plus minus 1 or 2, that if your answer is there also you will get it correct. So generally if your answer is little here and there, plus minus 1 or 2, don't worry. The teachers and the board, they look into that and they give you full mark, because we are human beings. Some small things will be here and there. So there is chance that you may not get exact value, but don't worry, you will get full marks if it is within that range. Now, this question is cumulative frequency and weight in kg here. You see weight in kg. Okay. So see, 50 to 64, here I have written here, starts at the lower, now see, it starts with 50 to 120. This area is gap. Previous video I had explained, so you put a kink, means this is not up to scale. So you start with 50, otherwise this much will be blank. 0 to 50 and here it will be. So this area will be blank. Suppose I start 0 from here. So put a kink and start. 50 to 60 is here. Lower limit of first class. These are very small important thing for your exam. You do mistake here, your 1 mark will be lost. You do one mistake here, your 1 mark will be lost. So this is very important. It starts at the lower limit of first class. 50. So 50 should be 0. 50 should be 0. Upper limit 60. See, I have written for you. 60 should be 4. 70 should be 11. See cumulative frequency. Don't see frequency, children. This with this. 80 should be 22. So like that you plot. 90 should be 36. 100 should be 42. 110 should be 47. 120 should be 50. Stop there. It should not go beyond. It has to stop. If you cross here, you lose 1 mark. Okay. So these are very technical thing which gives you marks. So this carries, remember, 6 mark basically. So what I am going to tell you roughly, that changes. But what are the important areas, small thing you have to take care. You may think I have done, I will get 6 out of 6. But if you do small error here, you start from here or you go beyond there, you will lose mark. Next thing is, now we have got all the points. Okay. 60, here it goes 4. 70, here it goes 11. Okay, like that I have plotted. Then you have to join all this point through a hand done smooth curve. Don't use a scale here. With hand you join and get this stretched S curve. What we call free hand. Try to join there. You get a S but stretched S. This is what is my Ojai continuous cumulative frequency. Now we have to find median and other thing. But this particular problem, median they are not asking. That also I'll explain to you in the beginning. Now you see I have got total over here 50. So this question is asking your Q3 upper quartile, lower quartile. Q3 is upper quartile. I had no place. Lower quartile and people who are overweight and who weighs above 95 kg. Suppose they ask you median here. What you will do? So median will be, children, n total, n by 2th term. Okay. So you will get this 50 by 2 means 25th term. So here at 25 you will draw a line here and you will drop it here. So you will get it somewhere. So this is Q2 called median. So this particular question is not asking that. Just I explained, because we are doing upper quartile, lower quartile and another question related to that. So once more, median will be n by 2. Suppose they ask in many questions. So n is 50, total number of people 50 divided by 2. This is 25th term, not the answer. So at the 25 cumulative frequency, draw a line which goes, and where it hits the curve, drop a perpendicular, a vertical line down there. This will give you an answer. So I am not using a graph paper. So when you use a graph paper, you will get the right answer. So what are the questions based on this? What is Q3? 1 mark you will get here maybe. Q3 means upper quartile. So 3n by 4. Please see my other 2 videos to understand this. My first part of the median and the second part. This is the third part. So 3 into 50 by 4 you will get 37.5. Here on CF 37.5. See the arrow. You draw a line parallel to x-axis. Where it hits the curve, go down. Go down, you will see it hits here at 93. So once more, upper quartile. Put n is equal to 50. The final thing. You will get 3 into 50 by 4, 37.5. This is not the answer. So here, 37.5, you draw a line parallel. So you have to take this in the cumulative frequency, not in the weight. So Q3 you go from here, it will come at 93. Second, Q1. Q1 is called lower quartile. Q1, 1/4. This is 3/4. So this is n by 4, 50 by 4, 12.5. So at 12.5 here, in the CF, draw a line parallel to x-axis. You will see it hits somewhere near 71. So 71 kg, 95, 93 kg is my upper quartile and 71 kg is my lower quartile. Sometimes they say what is the interquartile range. Suppose they ask you this question, they are not asking you. So interquartile range will be, if you find interquartile range, that is that range of value, interquartile range Q3 minus Q1, this you will get 93 minus 71 is equal to 22 kg. Means here you see this difference. These many people from first quarter to third quarter, they have a weight difference of 93 minus 72. So see this side, Q1, Q3, go there, see this side. So this will be your interquartile range. Okay. So they ask you this also. Last thing, how many people are overweight? If weight above 95 kg, see the arrows, children. For this arrow goes from here, Q1, median also it goes from here, and Q3 also. But now you see the arrow is going up. So those people above 95, because this is weight in kg. So 95 you draw a line parallel to y-axis. And where it comes to x-axis, you see 39. Means out of 50 people, these people have weight below 95. So what I have done, you see, out of 50, 39 people have less than 95. So 50 minus 39, 11 people who are here in this range, 95 to 120. So take total and subtract 39. So many questions like this are there in ICSE. Once more, draw from 95 here, see the arrow, come here, you get 39. 39 is not the answer because 39 people are below 95. Below 95. So you have to find overweight. 50 minus 39, that is 11 people. So many questions like this we have. So please pause the video, write everything nicely, and if you have the book, please see the book and try to understand. Next, we take on question number 8 of the new book and 11 of the old book, means last year's book. I am doing ICSE 2014. So these two questions, what I did and what I am doing, will give you a fairly good idea of what question you expect in ICSE and why this is a 6-mark question. So first thing, before I start, there are 3 very good solved examples. Numbering may change. See the year 2004, 2007, 2009. They're all solved in the ML Agrawal's book. Please go through them and try to do with your hand in a graph paper. I have a lot of difficulty here doing because I am not using a graph paper. So use a graph paper. These 3 solved examples are very good. And if you want to do unsolved example, first do all ICSE questions. After that, other questions are also good. You try to become perfect here, children. At least you need to do 20 sums. 20 sums. So this is mark of 100 student, and I think There are 100 students also, and exam was also for 100 mark. 100 student, 100 marks. So I think if you see question, it is given there are 100 students in the question. Okay, so 100 students give an exam, 0 to 10, 3 children got, 10 to 20, 7 children got, like that 90 to 100, 4 children got. So first of all, we make a cumulative frequency your table. Marks, class interval, number of student is F, this is CF. So 3, here 7, you add 10, I have told you 10 plus 12, 22. So like that you see the last value has to be 100. So this is how we add. Second, we plot, as I have told you other, here you take 100 marks. This is cumulative frequency, children. Here we plot cumulative frequency, here we plot marks. So the very first question, median, as I was discussing in my earlier question. Out of 100, median is 100 by 250th observation. So on the CF, remember upper quartile, lower quartile and all, always this is Q2. We start from the y-axis, cumulative frequency we take, we never take here. So it goes there, where it goes down, 45. 45 is your median. Lower quartile, n by 4. Lower quartile, this is Q1, 25. Draw a line parallel to x-axis, where it goes down, 32 you will see if you use a graph paper. So lower quartile once more, out of 100 student, divided by 4, 25th observation. 25 is not the answer. So 25 it goes from here, here you get 32 student are in the 25% of the total. Okay. 25% of the mark, you will see another question, 32 students are there. Here your cumulative frequency below 25 and here marks. Okay, so here students are there and here your marks are there. So you will understand in later on questions. More than 85, see here, this is the mark. More than 85, how many get? So at 85, you draw a line up because mark is here. These were cumulative frequency, so it was coming from here to down. This one, Q1, Q2. So here from 85 you draw a line and see where it hits. You will get at 94. Means 85% of the marks. So here you see 94 children, these are children, have got below 85. Once more, 94 students have got below 85. So how many got more? So this area, 100 minus 94 is 6. So remember, 94 students have got below 85%. These are marks. 94, these are number of children. So how many got more than 85? So 100 minus this. So this 6 students have got above 85 to 100. Okay, like here you can see, somebody will ask you, how many got above 80? See, 5 plus 4, 9. Above 80 is 9, but this is above 85. So you can get from only the graph. Above 85, 6 children. Above 90, it tells you here 4. But above 85, you have to see here 85. Come here. Last question. Student failed how many? Where 35% is passing mark. So what you do from 35, you draw up and you see we reach 30. So marks 35% you draw. So 30 students get below 35%. This is 35% and these are students. So 30 students get below 35% means they fail. That means rest of the children, 70 students out of 100, they get above 35 and they are passing an exam. So please follow, please practice. There are many, it's a very big topic. I told I've done 2, you need to do 20. So give time, get hold of a graph paper, practice. First I told you 3 solved, then go to all ICSC, then non-ICSC. This is very important, and one question always comes in ICSE. I have never seen any year where ogive has not come. So it is one of the very important question, as I had written over here. It needs time, maybe you not understand. Pause the video, copy, try to go back, see the book, and I hope you will be able to understand. So please pause the video and copy. Thank you, boys.